You want to get me angry? I'll tell you how to do it. All you have to do is seriously tell me that you're going to think about killing yourself, about suicide. You know what I've done? I've done a lot of therapy with the victims of the victims. That is to say, those people that decided that it wasn't really worthwhile living now. So they took their life, and what was left was a family, a husband, a wife, children, devastated. I once worked with a boy who walked in his house and he saw his mother hanging there. I worked with children and husbands who were victims, and I call them victims of somebody who didn't trust the moment, who didn't trust the process of the word change. Everybody can tell you that suicide, in fact, is a permanent answer to a temporary problem. Well, what's that mean? It means that change is possible. Do you believe that? When you don't believe change is possible, what you're left with is the idea of a frozen moment in time. One thing you can know is that things change. They do change. Sometimes they change for the better, sometimes for the worse. Some days are diamond, some days are stone. So as things go on, as we go on, it's process. And if you don't live the moment and don't let the past go, guess what you're stuck with? With a frozen, calcified here and now that makes tomorrow like yesterday and today like not a vision of hope, but a vision of the SOS, same old stuff. So suicide, when people think about that, need to think about what an angry act it is and what they're going to do. If you happen to be thinking about suicide and happen to love somebody, like a mother, a father, a son, a brother, somebody, if you love that person, I want you to be aware this is your gift to them. And you know what? That's a rotten gift to anybody. That's a rotten thing to do. I've sat in the chair trying to clean up your mess if you're the person who kills yourself or thinks about killing yourself. I'm the person, and somebody else will be the person who will try to explain away something that is inexplicable, that shouldn't happen, isn't necessary. Suicide is not the act of a brave person. It's the act of a coward. Hear me? It's the act of a coward. It's somebody who doesn't have the guts to get on with getting on. If you need help, ask for help. For God's sakes, reach out. Look to somebody and say, I'm not sure how to do it. Hell, who's sure how to do it? Who's sure how to live? There is no guarantee. But what there is that four-letter word, hope. And that word hope is connected to love and connected to outreach and connected to the possibility of change. I believe in change. Doesn't make any difference whether I believe in change. Change is change. That's the one thing that we can be sure of won't change, and that's the idea of change. It's going to happen. It does happen. There ain't nothing we can do about it. So what we can do about it is to live the moment and be a part of that change. It's what is really worth dying for. What's worth living for is the here and now. People die, naturally, of course, but people die when they take their own life because they really don't have the guts to live. Do I sound angry? You know what? You're looking at an angry cowboy right now. I'm angry because of all the people that I saw that were victims of those people who took their lives, and they made more victims. Can you imagine how a child feels going to school, growing up? Where's your mom? Where's your dad? They took their life. He took his life. She took her life. This is a terrible thing, and it goes on for generations. I've dealt with people whose parents, grandparents, or somebody in the past killed themselves, and they still carry it. It goes on for generations. Is that the gift you want to give somebody? Is that an act of love? Is that caring? Or is it just that you're gutless? Get it together. Reach out. Ask for help. Ask for help. I'm the guy who gives help to people, and I'm telling you, if I sound angry, I'm angry. I'm angry because I know what it does to other people. So think for a moment before you think about something else. The exit out of town leaves a great big hole for other people to trip in and fall in their whole life. They're going to try to explain away something first that they can't understand. And if they can, it's a rationalization about the fact you haven't had the guts to stand up and take the change that's necessary. Believe in yourself. Believe in change. Ask for help when you need it. Don't sit there and be a coward. Stand up, show some courage. Courage, the ability to look to the future, stand up right here and now, and deal with the past, deal with the future right here and now. That's what you have to do. It's about not being afraid to live. Living is not easy. God knows we all know that. We know it's not easy. But you know what? You can do something. Ask for help. There are phone numbers that you can dial, people that care, somebody on the other end of the line. Right this minute, there's somebody willing to talk to you. There's somebody willing to reach out to you, to listen to you. So if I sound angry, it's because this guy right here is angry because of all the things that were left behind by somebody else who couldn't take it, who didn't want to do it anymore. That's the most rotten thing you can do to somebody. Exit your life, leaving a pile of crap for somebody else to try to sort out. I'm not talking about your earthly goods. I'm talking about your emotional moments. You pass on your tragedy to somebody else. Ask yourself a question. Is that really what I want to do? Is that really what I want to do? Can I change? Do I believe in change? Do I need help? If you need help, reach out and ask for it. Come on, for God's sakes. Ask for help. I'm here. Everybody else is here. All around you, there's all kinds of organizations and groups that are interested in helping people who are thinking that it's just not worth living. You have the power. You have the ability. Don't be destructive. Be creative. Reach out to yourself. Grow and love. That's my loving message to you. I'm Dr. Barry Goodfield.